everybody. We are here in the Riverbank building for the Youth Nightlife 3-hour special. And we've got all sorts of friends here tonight with us. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Let's see. We're totally practicing social distancing in here. At least with Aaron and Mason and Scott and Jane and Ariel. But then Christine and Hannah, they're like right next to each other. So whatever. Yeah, so we are so glad to have you guys all with us tonight. We are going to get right at it. We're not even going to spend time talking silly and so we are going to go into our first game of tonight, and whoever's going to win this game is going to win a pizza. So here's how it's going to work. The first person to type in the correct answer in the chat will get a point. I'm going to be tallying them here. Whoever has the most points at the end, we're going to have, I think, Ariel and Jane deliver a pizza to you. You're going to have to let us know exactly what you want, and we're going to get you one of those cool t-shirts. I can't believe I don't have one up here right now, so we'll have to show one of those off. All right, Aaron's running up here. He's going to be giving me a t-shirt. These are the Quaren-teen t-shirts 2020. Hashtag quarantine on the back. You can only get them here tonight. We've got limited amounts, so here we go. All right. Those who, you guys want to play along, you can go ahead. I got the screen up in the other room. So here's how you win this game. You need to find the missing word at the bottom that connects the three things together. For example, the three words are lunch, tool, and cardboard. What word could you attach to all of those to make them like compound nouns? It would be the word box, like lunch box, tool box, cardboard box. So here we go. First round. Just if you know it, type it in the chat. We've got surprise, search, and the word slumber. Surprise, search, and slumber. Oh, Tate is on it. Tate says box. Wait, that was a sample. You goober? Guys, I said those were... Oh, okay. All right, it's all cool. Hey, Aaron Zalnowski, congratulations. He got party. Aaron, you shouldn't count. All right. All right. Okay. Well... And Gabe is still in. He's typing in box. Okay, I'm not going to include Aaron. The first person was Jaden. So, Jaden Creel, congratulations. You're the first one to get a point. Let's go to number 2. We have yard, pogo, and chop. Oh, yeah. Well... There's a 10-second lag there, if they even heard you from the back of the room. Scott's giving away answers here, people.
That's why I mumbled it.
All right. All right. Hannah, what did you guess? Giving stuff away to the kids here. All right. Oh, Tate got it. Tate got it. All right. Okay. Here we go. Question number... The right answer was stick. Number 3. We've got... shin, dog, and funny. Shin, dog, and funny. Hey, Scott, can you touch that thermostat over there?
Yep.
And I think I turned on the heat instead of the air.
It's at 75.
Pancake is not the right answer, Mason.
Dang it!
But Tate is correct. It is bone. Shin bone, dog bone, funny bone, bone. All right. Okay. Yes, please. Next, we've got coffee, we've got class, and we've got check. This one honestly took me a little thinking. I did not get it on my own. This one's a little trickier. Coffee, class, and check. I hear leaders in here, they're whispering the answers.
You want it about 173?
Whatever you feel is comfortable. You're the one who has to stand over there. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, but I'm not paying for it.
The answer was not book, not a coffee book, class book, check book. I don't know. I've never heard of a coffee book. I've heard of a coffee table book. But cup is not the right answer either. All right. Hannah got that one right first. Mate, coffee mate, classmate, checkmate. All right. But I'm not giving it to Hannah. Looks like Jaden came in slightly after. So next round, here we go. Butter, oil, and brittle. This one's tricky because it doesn't mean that all words could be coming after. It could come before or after. So, avocado, I'm sorry, was not.
Can you say what it was again?
The last one?
Yeah, this one.
The butter, the oil, and the brittle?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some people are asking if they're coming in first before others. When you send in an answer, you will have it pop up in your chat first before it gets here. That is why it may appear that you answered before somebody else, but for it to actually come in here at the first to us is what we're looking for. All right. First person to give the right answer, what peanut was Tate. Congratulations, Tate. It was peanut. Got peanut butter, peanut oil, peanut brittle. Let's go for the next one. We've got, I almost said the answer out loud here. We've got apple, we got palm, we've got Christmas. What are these all types of? Oh, all right. Congratulations to Addie and Anya, if that's who the team is. Addie and Anya got it first. They got tree. Very good. All right. So we're going to go on to the next one here. We got card, skate, and school. What kind of things can these all be here? No, still not trees.
You're not live.
Board. I believe Gabe Hadwiger is right. Cardboard, skateboards, and school boards. Congratulations to you, Gabe. All right. I have no idea what number we're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is number 8. I think we have like 3 left maybe. Telephone, south, and flag can all be types of what? This one should be pretty easy. 2 by 4, that was funny. All right, Lauren first. Way to go, Lauren. Got pole there. Very good, very good. Got all sorts of different kinds of poles. All right, next question, second to last, I believe. You've got fire, you've got search, and you've got steam. What kind of things do you have? Ariel knows it. Don't say it out loud. All right. Ariel's so proud of herself. All right. Let's see here. Who's going to be first? Yes. Congratulations, Jaden. It was engine. All right. Here's the deal. Right now in the lead, we've got Jaden and Tate tied 3 points apiece. And I believe there's one question and like a tiebreaker. So we're going to see what happens here. Next, we have lime, spot, and flash. This one may be a little trickier for younger players who may not have as large of a vocabulary. I heard Scott whisper it. Oh! Congratulations to the Zeesmans. They got it. The word is light. The limelight, the spotlight, the flashlight. So that's going to put them in the lead. They get the most. Nobody else could get that. So congratulations. You guys are the winners of a pizza. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to let contact Mason if you want to do it in private, like on Snapchat or in the chat here. Let him know what kind of pizza you want, and we're going to have that ordered and delivered to your house, hopefully within the hour. We're going to send your t-shirts to both of you guys, so just make sure that we know the right sizes, and congratulations. So, woohoo! We're proud of you guys. We're going to jump over to some announcements real quick while we got you all. There's one phone number I want to make sure you all know tonight in case you are afraid of putting personal information in the chat, like an address, although we can quickly delete it and this won't show up on the video afterward. This number on the screen is our church texting number, 641-732-8090. Tonight, you can send information to that, and Mason can check it out if it's an address or whatever. Also, we're going to need it for some pictures, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But we want to tell you guys that we are taking a 2-week break on Wednesdays for the end of the school year before we get to summer mode. We're going to get together in June and do some fun things, and it's all on this wonderful calendar that anybody can get. We'll be posting it online. There's also going to be hard copies at the church, but we're going to deliver one of these for every prize winner tonight. We just printed these off today. It's got an awesome summer cat on it, and it gives the dates and all this stuff that we're doing this summer. On the back side is descriptions of all the events. It's going to be awesome, and so you're going to want to get one of these. There's some information that's not on there. Let me tell you real quick, summer camp is happening. I've got people in this room who are going to summer camp or are sending their kids to summer camp. We got Aaron and Mason who are going to be working at summer camp. Ariel's sending her kids off to camp, and if you guys want to go to camp, registration is open for these weeks for each of our youth groups. High schoolers is June 21st through 26th. Middle school is June 28th through July 2nd. And Club 45 age range, you are July 12th through 17th. If you want to go to camp, you need to go to the Pine Lake website. It looks like this. It's the little picture that I've put up here. And get registered. And we want to make sure you guys get in there. If you have any questions or you don't want to forget that, screenshot this right now and then contact us afterwards if you want to know more about those weeks of camp. If you're not going to camp but you still want to get together and do some Bible study this summer, we are doing Thursday afternoon Bible studies, supposedly at the Coffee Attic. We're hoping that the law doesn't change about gatherings, but they believe that it's going to, and they've given us permission to meet in there if we are within a certain number of people. So there's information about that also on the backs of these calendars. So again, get your hands on one of these right here. All right, what else do we got to tell you all about? Hey, the soap study that we are doing is over on our social media, but we want to make sure that you guys get into the Bible. And so remember about the YouVersion Stories Bible study. You can pick that up at the top of the YouVersion Bible app daily. You can even set reminders for it. It's really cool. So we wanted to remind you about that so you continue to study, not just on Wednesdays or Thursdays whenever we get together, but every day. Okay, a few more quick announcements. One reason we needed you guys to have this phone number tonight, show and tell. If you did something cool over the quarantine break, we're going to pick one person who did something really amazing, and we're going to send them a prize box tonight. My kids have just read a lot of books. Maybe you want to take a picture of like a stack of books, like a selfie beside all the books that you read. Or maybe you built like something really cool in your garage, take a picture of that. Maybe you accomplished like reaching level 80 on Warcraft. I don't know, whatever video game you play. But still, send us a selfie of you doing that to that number. By the last hour of tonight, we're going to pick one person who did the coolest thing, and we're going to give them a special prize box and t-shirts. So remember to send your show and tell picture to Mason at that phone number tonight. Also, Mason's got a little snack time treat for you guys later tonight. Mason's got a cooking show, and these are the ingredients that you might need if you're going to be partaking in that cooking show. A little snack time includes, it's sugary stuff. Flour, sugar, baking powder, cocoa, stuff like that. Screenshot this if you want to go find all this before then, but it will be up later as well. So I think that's about everything. We are going to encourage you to continue to follow us on all the social media so we can stay plugged in with you during the summer and give you updates. But Right now, we're going to jump over to our second game of the night, and it's the most requested since we started this whole quarantine business. It is Kahoots, and you know, actually, it's not up, so I've got to put it up. We're going to be doing a really special Kahoots tonight. It's all about our volunteers. We've got some amazing volunteers that love you guys a whole lot, and so we thought, why not honor them? There's the music. But it's not showing up in the chat. Mason, you don't have it back there, do you?
No, it's just a blank screen.
Okay, we should have it up now. All right, so if you haven't played Kahoot with us, you download the app on your phone or on a web browser. Go to kahoot.it. We'll give you guys a couple minutes to get into the lobby here, but once you do, you're going to want to put this lobby number in. It's the 2683702. That's going to get you into this room, so you can play this game with us, and you can type in a password so you can get tracking tonight. All right, Jalen, congratulations on being the first person in there. I'm going to be hard to get thirsty tonight. All right, already up to 10 players. Woo woo. 11. Hey, it's Carla. Congratulations for joining us. Oh, Aaron dropped out and then he was back. I don't want to start without anybody here. Oops. All right. Addie and Anya, I don't know if you're in here yet, but I'm going to start in just a minute, so you better hurry up.
They're not.
They're
She just
not?
called me and said that she didn't know that they were doing Kahoots. And she
Oh,
didn't
so
do
they're not prepared for it?
No.
Oh, I feel like a loser. All right, well, we're going to give you guys, how about 20 more seconds to log in?
But I don't know
I feel like changing the music.
I can kind of change that music. I'm sure it's it.
How about indie pop?
Oh, okay. It's pretty funky. I can compare.
All right, so tonight's game is called Who's That Leader? We're going to ask you a question. You have to decide which leader it applies to. Which male leader, which male leader's middle name is Richard? That is the question. Oh, it only let me change the music to the lobby room, not the actual game. So we've got several leaders: Dan, Alec, Mason, Scott. I know which one it is.
Can she answer the questions?
What?
Can she answer the questions in the chat?
No, you have to do it in the app. Yeah, it tracks or browser. All right, the correct answer was Dan. The two of you who got that. All right, Rockwin. Who's CMN? That's what I want to know. Oh, Christine, of course. All right. Christine's going to smoke you guys at the leaders game. All right. Which female leader's middle name is Marie? There's Danielle, Lindsay, Christine, and Carla. So many of them kind of like roll off the tongue. Danielle Marie, Carla Marie, Lindsay Marie, Christine Marie. Nah, I don't think it's that one. That one doesn't sound like it's right. Or is it? All right. I believe that the winner of tonight's game, this game, is going to get the last big quarantine box full of Doritos and Mountain Dew and other good stuff, and delivered to you by none other than Scott. All right, the correct answer was Christine.
Did you get it right, Christine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Christine got it right.
I got it wrong. I'm sorry I don't know your middle name, Christine. That's my bad.
All right, which of our leaders has been to the most states? Now, some of them don't even know this. Some of them didn't even see the final answers when I polled all of them, so. Pop, 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 pop. Boom, 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 boom. You guys are taking a while to think about this one. All right, the correct answer was Scott. Scott was like 37?
I think so.
Yeah, so like nearly the entire continental United States. Like 3/4 of it.
For the Northeast.
So have you been to Hawaii?
No.
No?
Nor Alaska.
All right. Well, it looks like Jaden is jumping up in the ranks there, so congratulations. But the game is still young. Let's see what's next here. Which of our leaders is claustrophobic? There's one who cannot stand to be in small spaces. They freak out. Is it Mason? Is it Megan? Is it myself? Or is it Lindsay? What?
I thought you just didn't like dogs.
I hate animals in general. I'm not afraid. It was Lindsay. Lindsay's also extremely squeamish of blood and things. If you just like mention like surgery or something, or like having your blood drawn, she'll practically pass out. Fun fact. Sorry, Lindsay. All right.
Fun fact, he says.
Congratulations, Jaden is now in first place, but looks like Lauren is climbing up. She's getting in the top 5.
My goodness.
All right, here's a fun fact. One of our female leaders was their prom queen. Who was their prom queen? Was it Lindsay, Carla, Megan, or Danielle? Pop, pop, pop. All right, the correct answer was Megan. Yes, that's right. I married the prom queen. We didn't go to the same high school. All right, but not a majority of you guys guessed that. All right. Jade didn't even know that. She didn't get any points. That was your mom, Jade. Come on. All right. Who was born in Oklahoma? Somebody is from a little more south. Is it myself, Christine, Alec, or Carla?
Oklahoma.
Hey, I feel so good. The majority of you guys got that right. Thank you. Yes, I was born in Oklahoma. All right. Rocco and Lauren, they're coming after the first place spot, and we're only halfway done. Hey, while we're ordering pizza for the Ziesmans, here's a question. Which of our leaders preferred red and green onions as the toppings for their pizza? Which leader preferred those toppings? Is that Hannah, Christine, Mason, or myself? All right, the correct answer was Hannah.
I've got
Yeah,
one right.
she likes all the veggie stuff. I'd rather have all the meat.
Good.
All right. Oh, Christine bumps Jaden now.
Take that, Jason.
All right, we're going to talk about pet peeves now. People driving slow in the fast lane is a pet peeve of which of our leaders? There's Danielle, Scott, Carla, and Dan. All right. Yes, Danielle was the right answer, but I think one of our other leaders really hates that. There's just one not listed. I can't
Lindsay.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Lindsay. Yeah. Yeah. She drives a lot every day for work, so I imagine it gets on her.
I agree.
All right. Christine's a cheater, though. She knows half these answers. All right. Here's a fun one. Let's talk about nicknames. Whose high school nickname was Scooter? Was it Alec? Was it Dan? Was it myself? Or was it Scott? Scooter. All right. Wow. Like the majority got it right. Scott was the correct answer. Scott, can you tell us, is there a story behind how you got the name Scooter?
I think every Scott is nicknamed
Okay, all the Scots I know are.
Oh, there's just a similarity, like the first couple of letters.
Yeah. Yep.
I did not even notice that. I kind of feel stupid now. That's why so many kids probably got it right.
Yes.
All right. I thought maybe it had something to do with like your biking or something like that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Did you have a scooter?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. There's that was depressingly unexciting. All right. Next
I wish I
question.
had something.
How am I done?
Which leader had their first job at a Christmas tree farm. It was pretty cool. They didn't bag groceries. They didn't ask if you want fries with that. They worked at a Christmas tree farm. I can imagine it's Christine. She's naturey, but I totally could see Dan as the guy who like cuts down the trees and drags them to your car. He's big and strong. Truth be told though, it was Megan. It was Megan.
She guessed. She guessed this time.
Yeah. Megan did not cut down the trees. You know, honestly, I can't remember what she told me, but it was like something like sweeping up pine needles or something like that. All right. Okay. Christine's trying to lose, just so you kids know. But she ends up keep guessing correctly. So, I don't know. Just don't answer, and you'll get 0 points. All right, here we go. 5 questions left, I think. Which of our leaders is an avid walker? And I can tell you that this one is almost common knowledge because you see this person if you drive around, especially Washington, walking a lot this time of year. Did she guess it right again?
Yes.
Stop guessing!
It was without the screen too.
I'm just like, I'm just gonna pick a color.
And then she picked the right color. And she's like, please don't let it be that color.
All right.
And it was that color.
I'm going to tell you, one of these is not right because I already said their hobby. So good thing nobody picked Scott. He's the biker. But Lindsay is our walker. You can see her walking, especially on the west side of town. So congratulations, the majority of you guys got that right. Okay, it's actually pretty close for the youth. Anybody could still pull this off, especially in the last 3 rounds are going to be double points, but we'll get to that in a little bit. All right, which leader did not play softball in high school? All of these ladies played high school softball, except for one. Was it Megan, Christine, Hannah, or Carla? Did you play? No? Okay. Jane did not play softball.
Do you think I get my non-athletics? That too.
All right, the correct answer was Carla. So congratulations to the 4 of you who got that right. All right, let's see how that shakes out here now.
That's funny. Carla didn't play
All right, ooh, Lauren's climbing. Okay, like I said, these last 3 questions are worth double points. You could get up to 2,000 points because they are a little bit trickier. And I'm going to tell you one of them is particularly tricky because you have to give multiple answers. You must select both of the correct answers to get points, not just one. 2 of these leaders have deformed left ears. There's actually 2 of us. Is it Hannah, Danielle, Scott, or myself? 2 of us have a deformed left ear. You have to select 2 answers to get this right. Yeah, and you have to get them both right. Wow. All right, cool. It looks like some of you guys got that correct. You see, Hannah has a slightly smaller left ear. She calls it like her Nemo fin. And then I was born without a small section of skin. It looks like someone actually like cut off the top of my ear with a knife. You come ask us to look at our ears. We won't be offended, right, Hannah?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so if you see us, be like, can I see your freak ear? And we'll be like, yeah, come here.
Just say Nemo ear and I know.
Yeah. All right, so that changed things up quite a bit. We got 2 more, though.
Hey.
All right, another double point question. Mason has traveled a whole lot. The question is, which country has Mason not been to? Is it Canada, Croatia, the Ivory Coast, or the Côte d'Ivoire, or Italy? I should have made all of them start with like the same letter. I could have done that. Which makes it obvious that the answer should start with a certain letter. All right. You guys know your stuff. It is Canada. He's never visited our neighbors to the north. All right. The Ziesmans might pull this thing off. Mason, you may want to get a hold of the pizza delivery people in case they have to deliver double prizes.
Oh.
Okay. Final question.
Oh, look. I can answer again.
All right. This is a fun one. And if Alec figures out that I showed what I'm about to show, I'll probably get beat up. Alec used to be in a metal band. What was the name of Alec's band? And I've included this hilarious picture of his band. They're all like skinny emo kids with really long hair and sunglasses and V-necks. So, yeah. Don't ask how I got that. The question is, what was the name of the band? Haste the Day, A Hope Not Forgotten, Heartbreaks and Hand Grenades, or Dear Augustine?
Which one's Alex?
He's the one in the back on the right with the pink sunglasses. Yeah, Alec used to have that kind of hair, just like I did. Actually, mine was never that long.
Wait, with the pink sunglasses?
Yeah.
Was it in the middle or the way back?
On the way back. Oh, man, only 2 of you guys got it right. A Hope Not Forgotten was the name of his band. Let's see how that shakes things out. Who's our winner tonight?
It's okay.
3rd place. Oh, Carla Marie. Rocco in 2nd place. And the 1st place is the Ziesmans. All right, so we're going to see if we can get a hold of your prize pack and get it delivered with your pizza. You're just going to have to be patient.
Get them? They won't.
All right. So, okay.
You know you can just face like this. I know. It's
So she's trying to pizza ring? Right on, bro.
So, you did catch them?
yeah.
All right, so they're going to turn around and get the box?
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I got the net. It's right. So.
All right. So here's the deal. Ziesmans, your prize pack and your pizza and your t-shirts are on the way. But we don't want to abuse all you other wonderful people. So, Mason, can we get a random pick up on the screen? We're going to give away some t-shirts and candy anyway. Actually, no, it's not candy. I think it's pudding. Like, when we were cleaning the church, like, we went through the snack box from Wednesday night, and I probably found, like, a dozen vanilla pudding cups. So, they're all good. They're so good. So, what we're going to do is we are going to give away 2 packs of, or they're boxes, and the box has several packs of pudding, a summer calendar, and a t-shirt of your choice size. We only have small, mediums, and larges, just so you know. So please, and they're adult size. So if you're like used to like youth larges, you're gonna need like a small. And they're pretty good and flexible. So if you usually take an extra large, you probably want to take just the large. But let's do this thing. Mason, let's spin to win here. Let's do 2 of them. Well, 1 at a time, of course. All right. Okay, wheel is spinning, and hey, it's Gabo Babo! Congratulations, Gabe. We're gonna have Scott come visit you with some pudding and a T-shirt, probably a medium there, I bet, right? So let's spin one more. Make sure you take him out of drawing. Yes. All right. Spinny, spinny, spinny.
No.
Tate's already got a shirt. Take him out of there. Spin again.
Sorry.
I don't even know how I got in there.
My bad.
The Zeesmans can't win anything else tonight. Okay? All right, Lauren. Congratulations, Lauren. Sylvie. I bet probably small, but let us know in chat what you need. We'll stop there for a moment. I'm just kind of like looking at the calendar here. Not a calendar. We have a schedule we're trying to sort of keep to so we don't like blast through everything that we've got planned here. I just want to remind you all real quick about the show and tell segment that we're going to have later. You know, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and bring the announcements back up on two things in case you missed things. There's Mason's cooking show that we're going to have. Oh my goodness. Okay. She's not going to be in that binder, Mason. No. Hey, she's not going to be in that pile. She's a middle schooler.
Oh, yeah, isn't she?
Yeah.
Wait, Lauren Daigle?
But I can let you know where it is here in a minute. All right, so here's the deal. Mason's going to have a little snack time show later. If you want to cook along with them, you need to go find these ingredients maybe while we do this timer here in a second. Hey, Jane and Ariel are back, so they got the Zeesman stuff. All right, so hot pizza and a bunch of good stuff coming your way, Zeesmans. But show and tell. If you did something cool over quarantine while you had nothing else to do, send a selfie of yourself and that product, and we want to see it. We're going to vote on what the coolest thing is, and we're going to send a prize pack for that. We have people I know who made Lego creations, people who redecorated their entire rooms. Aaron bought a new guitar. So yeah, Aaron can send a picture in, a selfie with him and his brand new guitar. Maybe you started a new job. There are people who got jobs at the Manners and the grocery stores and stuff. Send a cool work selfie, or at least wearing like your name tag or something. But send your show and tell picture and what you did to this number on the screen, 641-732-8090. And tonight we will give away a box of cookies and soda and, of course, a T-shirt to whoever has the best show and tell tonight. So, we've done some drawings, we've had a few games. We're going to bust over into, a little bit early, the second hour of our being together, which is kind of spiritual content. We are going to have our lesson, which is a special guest with that tonight. We're going to have some worship after that. So maybe you need to get ready for that. Maybe you just need to go find a little bit quieter place in your house if you're like around somebody who's making a lot of noise and you don't want to be distracted. Or maybe you're like me, I've drank a lot of Pepsi, and so I need to go to the bathroom real quick. So we've got like a 3-minute countdown video that's going to like be our pre-service countdown. So we're going to bump over to that, and then we'll be right back. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Church is about to get started. Why don't you find your seats, kick back, sit down, and relax. I'd like to show you guys a real quick card trick. This is actually my favorite one. Just follow me down. Here we go. Let's do this. This is really a simple trick, okay? Really a simple trick. It deals with the 4 aces. We got the ace of diamonds, we got the ace of spades, we've got the ace of hearts, and the last one is the ace of clubs. Here we go. So now I'm going to take 3 cards. We'll put it on the ace of diamonds. We'll take 3 cards, put on the ace of spades, 3 on the ace of hearts, and 3 on the ace of clubs. All right? Now, here's what we're going to do. The ace of diamonds, that's the leader ace. We're going to put that right there. And we're not going to touch it again. Here we go. Now, if any of you guys have ever seen me do a trick before, No, none of you guys have ever seen me do a trick before, but here we go. I take cards and I count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, but then if I twist them, the ace turns face down, just like that. This trick goes just a little bit farther than that, and it disappears. Here we go, we'll try that one again. Here we go, we got the ace of hearts now. Here we go, we got 1, 2, 3. And it's gone. And here's the last one, and this one is definitely my favorite. Watch, I'll take the ace of clubs, I'll turn it down. If I rub that there, it is gone. The 3 aces have left my piles, and you know, those who've been sitting there from the beginning, they haven't left your sight. Underneath these cards, we have the ace of spades, the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, and the ace of diamonds. All right, guys, hey, that's all. Enjoy your church service. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next time.
All right, everybody, it is time for us to wrap up this year's theme. Romans 12 says, those friends in the room, help me out. We should not conform, but
Transform!
transform!
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
we are going on this theme strong all year long, and we are now wrapping this thing up to help you not be like everybody else, but be the person that God wants you to be. We are going to be wrapping up our series, Elements of Faith, tonight. Elements of Faith was kind of built out of the idea that we want you guys to be mature believers, but what do you really need to have that maturity? And we've talked about being in God's Word, knowing more about it. We did the apologetics series, and we taught you how to study the Bible for yourselves with the SOAP method. And anybody can go back on our Instagram story and look at the highlights. We've still got all 31 days saved on there, so you can study every day on your own and start that habit. Last week, we talked about prayer. We taught you guys about the ACTS method, ACTS, of how you can use prayer. Go back and watch these videos and learn. They're on the channel. But tonight, we're going to talk about one of the last most essential parts of mature faith, and that's being a part of the church. And I'm going to tell you all about that tonight. But I thought first we'd talk a little bit about the nature of the church before we tell you how to go be the church. You see, the church kind of gets a bad rap sometimes. There's a lot of people out there who do the church really wrong. There was actually a study recently done just a couple of years ago. There's a man named David Kinnaman. He wrote this book called Rethink, but he had done some research, and he found out that most young Americans view the church poorly. Here's the breakdown of it. 87% of young Americans view the church as judgmental. 85% hypocritical. 78% old-fashioned. 72% out of touch with reality. 70% insensitive to others. And 68% boring. These numbers are pretty telling, especially because it's the majority of young people that you would ask. More likely than not, they would tell you that they believe that Christians are all these things. And some of these are the reasons that we were doing the series, How Not to Share Your Faith, before we were interrupted by all this COVID stuff. We did the first 2 weeks, which was don't be hypocritical and don't be judgmental, but we never got to the part about actually our words, which we're going to cover a little bit tonight. But we decided we had to break and cover some of the stuff at hand when we were going through this COVID tragedy. So we didn't get to wrap it up, but consider this kind of like the end of that. We're really wrapping up 2 series tonight. So really cool. How do we tackle all of that? I think we have to realize first that everybody who has these views of the church probably don't know the church that well. They just know one person that they're basing things off of. Whether it's somebody they don't even know at all, they just base it off of someone they see on TV, or one dysfunctional person in their life. So if we are able to be the true nature of the church, I think we could reverse so much of what's listed here. But to do that, I think we really need to know about our relationship with the church first. So let's talk about a couple things tonight before I tell you how to be the church. I want to explore two main facts. The first one is that you need the church. You see, we are all part of God's church. Whether you attend our church or XYZ church down the road, or maybe you're watching this from another state. Maybe you live in Florida. I don't know. But it doesn't matter which church you attend. We are actually all part of God's church, which I think is pretty cool when you think about it. That we would all be part of this same group. Let me explain what I'm talking about here. We're going to look at Colossians chapter 3, verses 15 through 16 here. But this idea is expanded upon in the disciple Paul's writings, the Apostle Paul's writings, all throughout the New Testament in different books. You're going to hear this analogy of us being part of a body. And if you're like, wait, I've read something about that. That's not in that book. It's actually in several books. So let's look here, though, first, just at Colossians chapter 3, 15 and 16. Let me read this, and then we'll break it apart. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body, you are called to peace. And be thankful. Let the message of Christ dwell among you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom. And I just want to break that down and at least pay attention to parts of those verses. Let's start with this part where he reminds us that we're supposed to be members of one body. I told you that he wrote about this analogy of us all being like parts of a body, which we'll get to more in just a little bit. But just as Hannah, she is like a voice, like especially with like worship. Whereas I might be more of a leader, so you might think me as like I'm a brain. I think and I direct. Mason and Aaron are very much servants, so they're like hands and feet, and all these people make up one body together. And we have to realize that we need each other because a voice can't be off by itself. There's no lungs to even take in breath to give that voice the power to speak. The brain could not do its thing at all if there was not blood and oxygen flowing and pumping through the body. And it's dependent on so many organs. Even if we think it is the boss organ of them all, it can't exist on its own. Or what about the hands and the feet? Just like they won't be able to move without the other parts to support it, its part is also so important to other parts. They can't live without the hands and feet moving around to get, nutrition or be able to get exercise and things. So it's so key that we all realize that we're all part of one body and we all need to be part of that body. We can't exist on our own. And some people want to exist on their own, particularly because they don't like dealing with other people. And that's really sad when you think about it. But God addresses that here. He says we are supposed to exist in peace with one another. Let's read that line again. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace. So we're supposed to peacefully be together and thankful. And he says, let the message of Christ dwell among you. Now, dwelling among you, the plural there means like all of us together. So again, it continues this idea that we are in community with one another. We're supposed to be together, but for a purpose. So we can teach and admonish one another with all wisdom. God's got a message for you from somebody in the church. Maybe it's just this lesson here tonight. Maybe it is something that personally you need an encouragement, which is not necessarily like straight out of the Bible, but is from a believer that maybe Lindsay just walked in tonight. And maybe she's sharing with one of our teens some encouragement they need to get through the day. And so they're bringing a message to you. It could be so many things. It could be biblical teaching. It could be what we call accountability, like saying, hey, I notice you're not keeping up with what you should be doing. Or maybe it's that type of encouragement or direction or advice. All these messages are going back and forth from one another as we're teaching and admonishing one another through God's wisdom. And you can't do that alone. You can't get a message from yourself. Well, actually, you can send yourself text messages. I've done that before, so I don't forget like grocery items at the store. But it takes two to message, right? It takes two to communicate. And so we're supposed to be part of the church because we're all part of this body, and we can't get this edification, these messages of hope and lifting each other up alone. So the first idea is that you need the church. But also, going not far off of this, the church needs you. You see, if we're all part of a body, well, then we all can't, well, we kind of already established this. We can't move, we can't live, we can't breathe, we can't eat and digest and get nutrition without these other parts. Let's look over at Romans chapter 12. Now, what's really cool is this is after the verses that we've been studying this year. Romans 12:2 reminds us to not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind so you can discern what God's good, perfect will is. But continuing after that, verse 3, he says, for by grace given me, I've told everyone among you not to think of yourself more highly than you should think. It's kind of leading up to like why we got to realize like we're part of a body here. You're not any more important than anybody else, so you need the church, and the church needs you though. Instead, we should think of ourselves in such a way. Now we have many parts in one body, and these members do not have the same function. So in Christ we, though many, form one body. Each member belongs to the others, and we have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. Now, I'm not going to explain any more of that illustration that we've been talking about, how like the bodily organs depend upon each other. And we certainly do. I depend on all these people around me in this room tonight to just even try to do what we do. But it is also for the fact that they can do things that I can't do. And there are things that you can do that I can't do, that others can't do. And that's why you need to be part of God's body. And this is kind of the harder thing. Many of us, we realize we need the church. A lot of us depend on it to get us through our weeks and our struggles. We have a lot of things that we need guidance and help through. And so we become these spiritual consumers. But not everyone becomes a spiritual contributor. They just kind of want to be like a leech and feed off the church, but not give back to the church. And we have to realize we all have different gifts. And we need to use those gifts where we're called to use them. If you continue to read past this point in Romans, he says, so look, if you are a teacher, go teach. If you're a leader, go lead. If you are a healer, go heal. You are called to go do things. And you can't be selfish to be off by yourself. And there are people out in this world that are lost in the dark, that are broken, that need somebody's blessing, that need some help. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, or really, I'm not going to. A special guest is going to talk about just an example of that, what we see every day in our world. But we're going to talk about how we can help those people who are lost. You see, now that we know that we are supposed to be part of the church, we not only not need the church, but we need to be the church. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how to be the church with another simple anagram. We're going to talk about the word blessed tonight. You know, we can say like someone blessed you. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. And we're going to break it down into some 5 relatable categories here. The B stands for belief in action. This is going to basically kind of cover what we've been talking a lot about this year. You need to, like, if you say you're following God, you better be following God, or else nobody's going to actually believe it and take what you have to say for anything if you're being a hypocrite, like we said back in the beginning of the How Not to Share Your Faith series. We shouldn't be rude to others as well. We should really try to interact with better. We should, instead of being judgmental, maybe listen to people is the L. But when we get that chance, after people have seen our faith and they've kind of opened up to us a little bit, they've shared their struggles, and they're looking for an answer. Well, then that gives us the opportunity to do the last two, to encourage, serve, and share our story with them. I won't go into this too much because this story you're about to hear is a perfect example of someone encouraging somebody and serving them, and ultimately, I believe, they shared their story with them and wanted them to experience it too. So I would encourage you guys, just take a picture of this and consider, as you are no longer being spiritual consumers but also contributors, how can you live up in each of these areas? Where does your beliefs really show in action that people actually know you're serious about your relationship with God? And it's not just by like the bracelet that you have from youth group, or maybe you got one of those, He Would Love First bracelets, and those are great. Someone can ask, hey, what's that? And you say, oh, this is about this. That's great. But beyond that bracelet, that they can actually see, do I live out and really trust on God the way that I think that I do? And then encourage you to think, who can I listen to, who's really got a struggle that I could show some care to? And then encourage, maybe find a way to serve them, help them out. Even if it's not something monetary, money-wise, how can I help care for them? And then you have an opportunity to share your story with them and give them hope. So like I said, I'm going to jump over to a video of one of our students who, like I said, they were one of many people who were lost in darkness in this world. They didn't even want anything to do with God for a very good reason, which they'll explain. But then a believer came into their life and blessed them. They became the church to this person, and ultimately that person became part of the church. So look for these elements in their story and enjoy it. And when we come back, we'll get to spend some time worshiping together.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and today I am here with you to share my testimony and how I found the love of God in my life. So I grew up in a very typical Christian house, went to church almost every Sunday. My dad was involved in the church a lot. He did a lot of music. Life was pretty good, pretty solid, until one April night, my 6th grade year of school. I was laying in my bed, just chatting someone on Google Chat on our Chromebooks that the school gave us. And my mom came into my room and she sat me down on the couch with her and my dad and told me that they were getting a divorce. And being 12 years old at the time, I took this pretty hard, instant tears. It was rough. I didn't understand why this was happening because I was really naive. I didn't see anything bad in the relationship, or if I did, I chose to ignore it because, I wanted this fairy tale story, wanted my happy ending, everything like that. Until that summer, a friend brought something up to me that made me question a lot of things, made me connect a lot of dots as to why things were happening. And, my relationship with my dad has always been kind of rocky, and it was before the divorce. And then afterwards, when I started figuring things out and, connecting these dots, I decided I didn't want to have a part of that anymore. So my relationship with my dad, out the door, which in turn, because I associated him with church, so I threw my relationship with God out of the door too. And when I did that, things got really, really dark for me. They took a turn for the worse. And I just my 7th grade year, I was an awful person. I was so rude to everyone. I didn't have any friends, and the ones that I did have, they weren't great influences on me. I was an awful person. I didn't want to let anyone in. I didn't want anyone to help me. I just wanted to self-loathe and let myself be miserable. I was really depressed. I had a lot of strained relationships, as I said earlier. My dad's relationship with me, I didn't want it. God's relationship, I didn't want it. I really struggled with my relationship with myself, with my body image, and not looking a certain way or not acting a certain way. And that really took a toll on me, because middle school's bad enough, and then with all of this just piling on top of it, and I was really depressed. It was awful. I was really hopeless, but at the time I was going to the United Methodist Church occasionally, not very often anymore because, like I said, I didn't want to have a part of that. But I had a meeting with the pastor there at the time because I really loved her. She was such a sweet lady. And she said one thing that will stick with me forever. And whenever I see it, it brings me tears because it was like right to the heart, We were in this meeting and she said, "Isn't it crazy how the God who created the stars and the mountains and the sunrises and sunsets and the oceans decided that the world needed one of you too?" And that just like heart explosion, just because I was struggling like with my self-worth, and it was like, wow, maybe she does know what she's talking about. So that kind of got me going in the right direction. But I was still really dark, my life still, I hated it. It was not good. Until I started becoming closer with this one person. They were like this giant flashlight at the end of my tunnel saying, "Here, I will help you. I will listen to you." And they were my light. And that was one of the greatest things to happen to me that year. They really started encouraging me to go to church with them, so I was really, really reluctant, but I started going with their family, and I really loved it. And they also started trying to get me to go to youth group, and I was like, no, I am not doing that. Absolutely not. I was so scared to do it, but I finally did. And it felt like home, and it was wonderful. But so I started getting really involved in the church. My mental health, it was like kind of better, but it still wasn't great just because, those things, they come with time. But I, still had my doubts, still had my feelings, until I went to Awake in 2018. Until I went to Awake in 2018. That was what really, really, really changed my life. I will not forget, what was said there, the sermons, the songs, how you get the goosebumps all over your body, just feeling the Holy Spirit just washing over you and washing over the whole entire place. And that is when I decided that I wanted to get baptized. I wanted to take this step and commit my life to Jesus and his love and loving other people like he did. And got baptized on May 12th of 2018, which was the greatest decision of my entire life. It was my outward symbol of a change that I made on the inside. And so after that, I kept getting involved in even more in church. The summer after that, because that summer I couldn't really do very many things just because I had dance all the time, and there were a lot of conflicts. But the summer after that, I got the opportunity to go to Colorado with a group of people from the church and the youth group, and we went to NYR, and truly a life-changing experience. Like, if you ever get the chance to go, please do it, because it's amazing. you get a chance to grow closer with a bunch of people. You get to open up to those people and share your struggles and your highs and your lows and everything. And, you know, there's just something about being on a mountaintop with people that you love and that love you, with no cell service, just worshiping God together. It's really crazy, and you should go because it's life-changing. And then this fall, actually, I started becoming a helper and small group leader at Club 45, which is our 4th and 5th grade youth group here at River's Edge, which I love so much just because I love kids. And I love being able to see them grow in their faith and to help them do that and to see them be so passionate about Jesus. It's really, really great. This fall I also got involved in a worship band, which I really love just because, like I said, I'm really passionate about music, and it's really fun to share God's love through that and to just look out at the youth group and see people raising their hands to God, and it's really moving, and I love it a lot. I've met so many amazing, God-fearing, loving friends through being a part of this youth group and turning over my life to Jesus, and I love them so much. They're the best friends in the whole world. But after, 10, 15 minutes of this, if you've tuned me out, if you could just tune back in, there's one more thing, the one big thing that I want you to take away from this entire little speech is that God loves you and He has a plan for you. And I know that in your darkest moments it does not seem like it, but He does. And He's just really amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel?
worship you. I worship you. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 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 Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who
understand me. So I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. I will rest. I will rest in the Father's hands. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. I will rest in the Father's hands. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. I will rest in the Father's hands. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. I will rest in the Father's hands. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. So I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So much bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were.
Bigger than I thought. Bigger than I thought.
All right. We got one more. This one's for Gavin. Gavin, it's your song. So even though you can't be here with us, this is your song. Every week, Gavin would always ask us if we're going to play this song. So, all right, it's Good Grace.
People come together, strangers, neighbors, our blood is one. Children, generations, of every nation, the kingdom come. So don't let your heart be trouble. Hold your head up high, don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth. God's madly in love with you. Take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where our help comes from. Whoa, whoa. your heavens, and let the praise go up as the walls come down. All creation, everything with breath, repeat the sound. All those children, clean hands, pure hearts, good grace, good God. His name is Jesus. Jesus, our redemption, our salvation is in His blood. Jesus, light of heaven, friend forever, His kingdom come.
All right. That was the best that we could do. Not always the ideal thing, how we imagine ending the year, but we have an amazing, capable, powerful God who's still blessing us and still leading us, and that's kind of what this is all about. And so even in the middle of fears, in the middle of anxiety and a lot of questions about things, we know that God can make a way. He's the way maker. We know that He's bigger than us, bigger than anything we've ever thought, and He is also so good. His grace is so good to His people. He wants us to go be that grace to other people. And so that's kind of the point of tonight. And so I'm going to pray. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break. We're going to flip some things in the room and get ready for some more games and prizes. So would you pray with me? Heavenly Father, thank you for this year. I pray that even though the last 2 months was not what we expected and not how we usually end the year. You know, we celebrate a big party night and do baptisms, and we'll just have to wait another time for that. But even though we're not in control, you are God. And I pray that you could still help these dedicated few continue in the march to spiritual maturity and this journey that we're taking, that we would not be like the world around us. We would not conform to the patterns of it, but we would transform by following you, God. And so thank you for this year and what you've done so far in us. And I pray that it is just the beginning. And I pray that you would also bless what we're able to do together throughout the summer. And just watch over everybody and keep everybody safe as we're going through this time of things changing and starting to open back up. And we pray that the cases are under control and that we would remain healthy. So just continue to be with these kids and know that they are loved, not only by you, but by us, Lord. And we just thank you again for the capability to be able to have fun and communicate your gospel through this medium online. And so we just thank you for all these things, and your Son too. Amen. So that closes the middle hour. We are going to go over to a couple-minute timer, another magic video by our friend David Wood. So check this out, and we'll be right back. We're going to play some Nailed It or Failed It game and give away some T-shirts. So here we go.
Hey, the countdown has started. Check this out. I got a new trick for you guys. This is my buddy Christian. Hey, y'all. All right, Christian, here's the deal. I want you to do me a favor. Just name any card you want in the entire deck. Whatever one you want.
7 of hearts.
7 of hearts. Cool. Here we go. Here's what I'm going to do just so that we know that that card is yours. I'm going to find it first. Right there, 7 of hearts. That is yours. And I'm going to give you this card. Do me a favor, Christian. I want you to write your name on that card real big so that we can all see it. Alright, Christian, very good. 7 of hearts, Christian, with your name on it. Do you know what you just did, Christian?
I signed my card.
You did. You ruined my deck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
No, you made this card unique. There's no other card like it in the world, right?
Nope.
Have you ever written on a 7 of hearts
I have
before?
not written.
No, that'd be weird if you did.
Yes, that would
But here we go, watch. We'll take your card, nice and slow, and we'll put it in the middle of the deck. If I throw it, just like that, it jumps up. Alright, sweet. Here we go, we'll do it again. Take your card, Christian. Right there in the middle. If I let air into the deck, it'll jump up. Here, watch. I'll actually put a nice little fold in it, right? So you can see it right there. Here we go. go. Hold on to that for me. Half the deck now. Half the deck. Tell me when to stop. Up. Put it back. Oh wait, hold on. With half the deck, I forgot we had to snap. When I snap, it changes. Here, hold your hand out flat for me. Here you go. Hold on to that, just like that. Put it in your hand and snap. And it jumps up. Here we go. We use the whole deck again. Now, Christian, have you ever seen a magician do anything before? Not close up like this. Nice. All right. Well, there's a couple of things that you gotta know. There's things that we do. There's sleight of hand. So we do tricky stuff with our hands, right? And then there's misdirection. You try to get you to look away. Didn't do anything then, I promise. And then there's something a little different, a little weird. Card to the top with my mouth. That's not your card. That's not. Here we go. Your card to the top. Nope.
No. No, that's better not have money on it.
There you go. Souvenir for you, Christian.
I'm so scared.
All right, guys. Hey, that's all. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. We'll see you later.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea if it caused the end of that video to skip. If so, I'm very sorry if you missed how the card came out of his mouth there at the end. It kind of looked that way from my perspective at the end. It's my fault. I've messed it up. I apologize for the lag. We were trying to open up a new computer program for Nailed It or Failed It, and it's kind of like gone bonkers. So we apologize. If you're having lag issues, it is not your computer. What we're going to do here is we are going to try to restart this. I am going to flip screens, and we are going to go ahead and bounce over to show or tell in just a minute. Show or tell? Show and tell. Here we go. Show and tell. But after that, hopefully we're going to be able to play Cat Nailed It or Failed It. And if we do, the winner that we selected that game is going to get their pick of a prize tonight. Everybody always gets a t-shirt, but you're going to get one of the following if you win our next game. You can get the Prince Ali, not bobblehead, what do they call it? Funko Pop from Aladdin. There is the Frozen 2 soundtrack. And then probably the biggest bet for some people is the Avengers Assembled Collection. We have got all 4 Avengers movies, so that's Avengers, Age of Ultron, Endgame, and Endgame is the last movie, Infinity War and Endgame. All together here on, I'm pretty sure this is DVD. Yes, DVD. So even if you don't have a Blu-ray player, you can still enjoy these. If you do, it's just not 4K quality, but it's still awesome. And yeah, we were going to originally raffle these off, but then the year kind of fell apart. So yeah, we're going to give those away during the next game. How's signal going back there, Mason?
Signal?
Are you?
Like streaming quality?
Yeah, am I still choppy as crud?
Let me see. Oh, you seem fine.
Seem fine? Okay, cool. Then maybe you can show us some show and tell stuff?
I can show you some show and tell.
Okay, so a few of you sent us some cool stuff for show and tell that you did over the quarantine. And so in no particular order, except for the last person. The last person I understand is our winner, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do we got first?
This one.
All right. This is actually the Smith siblings doing some landscaping work. It's pretty cool. It looks like they're spreading mulch there. So Kate and Haley, congratulations to the two of you, not only doing something productive, but with your sibling. That deserves kudos. I'm going to give you some claps right there. You don't win our grand prize. But because I still love you guys are awesome, you work together, give us your shirt sizes. And I am going to have Jane or Carla or Christine drop off your shirts for you this evening. So give us some shirt sizes and address. So congratulations to you two. But we'll see our next runner-up. All right, this is Jaden. Jaden redecorated her room, but the truth is, I took down her loft bed and I assembled a, what is that called when it slides out from underneath?
Day bed.
It's a day bed, but there's a bed underneath it. Trundle bed, yes. I built the bed, so I feel like that's kind of like a half win. So, yeah, I get a t-shirt. No, Jaden can have the t-shirt. But yeah, she did have to clean a lot in her room. She had to move everything out, and there was like cat hair like all against the side of the room. She had to like go in there with like the shop vac thing and just, yeah, she spent a lot of time cleaning in there. But she's also had it like transformed. Now her brother won't stop sleeping there at night. It's like can I sleep in your room, sissy? And like he pulls out the underbed. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah. So a remodeled room. That's cool. Jane, we'll get you a shirt. Let us know what size you want. Who else we got? We got our
Lauren Sylvia's little garden building.
Oh, it's kind of like a raised garden box sort of scenario, but it's built in with really cool steel around it, and I bet it keeps like the rabbits or the deer out, especially on that side of town when you're close to the river. They're awful. So, but that's really cool. But you were not our number one pick. I think our number one pick is up now.
Does that count?
We have one more.
I think it's my turn.
Oh. And there's a picture of me at Free Comic Book Day like last year because they canceled it this year because of COVID. So I don't know why you put that up there.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, Mason just found a random picture. Yeah, that's me and Darth Vader over at Limited Edition Comics in Cedar Falls. And I'm really sad that they canceled Free Comic Book Day.
Me too. I like free comic books.
But the store is allowed to be open again this week, so we can go back. We can go pick up our comics that we haven't gotten in like 2 months.
Comic books now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Okay, there was a random picture of me. That doesn't count. Our winner, though, of Show and Tell is, as I understand, have been told that Chance built a amazing Chinese dynasty castle thing.
Japanese.
He's kind of Japanese. You can't see so much now because he's doing like a little peace sign selfie in front of it, but is honestly very, very impressive. Like it looks like something straight out of Mulan or something. It's got like several tiers of like roof with like lanterns hanging from it, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. I don't know if he like copied a build off the internet or just completely on his own, but it's pretty impressive. So there's many hours that went into that. In fact, I know over group chat they were working on this for quite a bit. So Chance is our Show and Tell winner. If you did anything else though over quarantine break, we'd love to know about it. Send us a picture. We'll actually make a collage of these pictures on social media so you guys can see these better, especially Chance. If you could send some better pictures, I think the world deserves to see this. So we're going to send your t-shirt and your prize pack over shortly. So that is Show and Tell. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Now,
You stopped when I started.
the program that we need next is up. I just apologize if it doesn't work. I opened up a different game. That's how glitchy it was. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we, by popular demand, are going back to Nailed It or Failed It Cat Edition. So what happens in this game is, oh, you guys missed the little intro screen. I'm going to do it again. 1 second. You guys have to see this.
There's a bunny outside.
There's a bunny rabbit outside?
No way.
Oh, look at it.
It's gone now, but you can go try.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I need to go find some.
Love it. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give people in the chat a chance to answer each question, and everybody will get to answer their own. And I have video, and only you can tell me if you think the cat nailed or failed that jump. If you're correct, you will go into prize drawing, and you will, if you win that drawing, will get your pick between the Avengers, the Funko Pop, the CD, and I think there's a box of snacks left. No, wait, the box of snacks belong to Chance. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I've still got some gummies. I'll give you my gummies. I'll give you the last of my gummies, and of course a T-shirt too. So, all right. All right. Are you guys trying to find Chance's address? Did you find it?
For delivery. Chance's address?
Yes. All right.
I'll get there.
So here's what's going to happen. I'm just picking people that I know are in chat until Mason tells me differently. This first one goes out to, is it Addie and Anya? Addie and Anya, I think you are out there. And so I'm going to give this one to you. Here is your cat video. All right. So if you can't see it, I'll replay it here in a second. There's a doorway that is full of boxes, and this cat is charging at it. Let's rewatch that real quick. Maybe. Okay, here he is. He's scoping it out, and he's running at it. I want to know if that cat nailed or failed that jump over that box fortress that's blocking the doorway there. All right, so Addie says nailed it. Sorry, I had the mic muted. Let's find out if the cat did indeed nail it or fail it. Nailed it! Like lightning, like the sword. It was amazing. Pretty awesome cat there. So, congratulations, Addie / Anya, whoever you are. You are in our drawing for the prize package next. All right. So, I'm going to go with, just because she commented in the chat, Jalen Ulfers, you are next. All right? Jalen Ulfers. Here is your cat video. So if you couldn't get that, he's eyeballing one of those ladders that goes up from your wherever in your house from through the ceiling up into the attic. It kind of opens, those trapdoor sort of things, and it's hanging out. And he's sitting on a bookshelf or something, and he wants to jump up in there. So did you think he nailed that jump or failed that jump? Again, this one was for Jalen. Jalen Ulfers. All right. I'm looking at the real time here. You should have seen the video by now. Can you tell me if they nailed or failed that jump for Jalen? Just in case, I'm going to attempt the replay video. Oh, okay, she saw it. She says that cat failed it. Let's watch and see. Excellent job. You have called that one dead on. That cat failed it. That cat failed it. It's probably funniest when they actually like jump and they fall short. This one, he made it to the wall, but didn't hit where he wanted and just clawed at it. It's kind of funny. So, all right. I'm going to mark you down. Jalen Ulfers in our drawing. Congratulations to you. Right. Hey, Mason, can I get you to check latency back there? It's good? Not chop chop? No chop chop. All right. Okay. Hey, who should I choose next? Who hasn't gotten recognized for a prize tonight? All right. Okay, I'm going to pull this next one out to Haley. Haley, you have the chance of winning this one. Haley Smith, here's your cat video. Pick a good one. Wiggling his tush, measuring it. Does he make it? That is the question. All right, Jalen Ulfers. No, wait, she already gave her answer. I thought that was Haley. Haley Smith. Yes, you guys might be seeing my lips move when I'm muted because I'm telling people in the back of the room secrets, and I didn't want you guys to hear. But now I know Genesee is in the chat, so Genesee, I'm going to call on you next for a cat. But Haley Smith says, this cat failed it. Let's find out together. Oh, that cat got right to the kitchen table. He knew where he was going. That's a pretty big cat, actually. Sometimes they surprise you. So I'm sorry there, Haley, but you still got that shirt coming for you and your brother. Let's go over to Genesee. Genesee, this one is just for you. One of my favorites. He's just sitting there sizing it up. And someone made the math on there. Cat math. All right, so he tries the jump on the barn from the hay bales. Do you think the cat makes it or not? All right. And I see you, Creole children. I will have you be next video. So hold on tight. Who else do we need?
Did you do Genesee?
Genesee's the one right now.
Oh.
Creole children are next.
Other than that, I think we're here.
Okay. All right. Lindsay logged into chat just to let Haley know she's at her door knocking, trying to get her to answer the door. That's hilarious. All right. Oh, Lauren. Lauren. Yes. Lauren, you'll be after the Creole children. But right now, I'm waiting on an answer. Oh! Genesee said failed it. Like 4 people back. I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. Let's see if that cat failed it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's my favorite when they fall like that. I want to rewatch that. Christine, come here. We need to watch this cat fail again real quick. Genesee, you are in the drawing. But can we just watch this video of this cat one more time? And I want you to be present because I want to see your reaction on the internet. Okay, so here was the cat in question. All right, everybody's in. Here we go. I love that they memed this up, that they put, like the math thingies on there, right?
I've seen this one before.
Yeah. And so we want to know if he failed it. We know that he did. Here's the actual video. Just we got to watch.
Oh my gosh.
Just like falls short. I love it.
Nailed it
He
right
like
there.
crashed.
His calculations were dead on.
I don't know what went wrong.
I think he was a metric instead of standard.
It worked in theory, but in practice.
All right. Hey,
like
Creole
Nancy trying to
children,
do sports.
you're up. Here's your video. And I've got a special one for you after this, Lauren. All right. This cat is like trying to get on a door that is open and moving. They're actually trying to like stand on the top. Like, what do you call the middle? What is the door itself, not the frame?
What?
It's like precipice. I don't know. This cat's trying to like get up on a 1 to 2 inch thick piece of wood. That's all they've got. Yes.
I think it's just called the top of the door.
The top of the door. So, Creole children, does this cat nail it or fail it? All right. Hey, Carla's back with us. Hey, Carla. Who did you deliver to?
Chance.
Chance. He got his goodies
He did.
and his shirt?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Where do you want me to send it?
All right. Very cool. All right, the Creel children said that this cat failed it. Let's find out. That is amazing stuff right there. Sorry, guys, but that cat nailed it. All right, last one we're going to do. This one's for you, Lauren. And this one's cute because it has kittens in it. Lots of kittens. It's like a mama and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kittens.
Dude.
And I don't know if mama's just trying to get away from all the kittens or what, but she's
Cool
jumping.
Cats right there.
Dude, cool cat.
Cool cat.
My cat's wearing sunglasses. It's awesome. If I had a cat, it would wear sunglasses.
Okay.
To the face.
So remember, this is for the movie prize item, whether it's Avengers, Frozen, or Aladdin. Plus, you get a T-shirt if you don't already have a T-shirt. So be thinking about which one you want, because when your name gets drawn for the win, we're going to send one of our last volunteers going out for the evening out with your prize, and so they can get home to their family. So, all right. Here, Aaron, you want to take those back to the prize distributors?
Oh, show.
And let's see, while we're waiting on Lauren's answer here. Ooh! You know what comes after this? Late night snack time with Chef Mason. And if you guys want to cook along, he will have some instructions for you guys all, so you can take your phones, your laptops into your kitchen and get ready for some baking. All right, Lauren says nailed it. Let's see if this kitty mama nails it or fails it. You want to watch this with me, Aaron?
Oh yeah.
See, there's a mama cat,
Wow.
and she's trying to get away from like her 8 or 9 kittens, and so she jumps, and she falls, and look at all the kittens just scatter. Oh my goodness, those kittens went, rah! They hit underneath everything. It was crazy.
Oh shoot.
Okay, all right. So sorry, Lauren. Even more so, I'm sorry because I got the black screen of death over here. All right. So, here's the deal. That means I only have 3 people, Addie, Jalen, and Genesee. We're going to bring them up in the picker now for the prize drawing of the movie pack. One of these 3 ladies are going to win. So let me see if I can get a wide angle here on the stream.
Which 3 were it again? Was it?
Addie, Jaylyn, and Genesee. All right. And please let us know if you are a winner, if you want the Avengers box set, the Aladdin's Funko Pop, or the Frozen 2 CD soundtrack, along with whatever size shirt or shirts you need. So, Mason, spin that thing. Spin it, spin it, spin it. It goes to Addie. Congratulations, Addie. And if Anya is with you, then we'll also send a shirt your way. It looks like we're out of smalls, but we'll send you girls a couple of mediums if that's what you want, or larges. Just let Mason know in the chat. And Jane's still here, so I'll have Jane deliver your shirts and whatever movie prize you pick. So please let us know what you want. All right. I am going to try to do something fancy now. Tonight we have set up a lot of technology. Like I should really take a selfie of this actually real quick. I'm gonna do this. And we have not just my normal setup right here. See, there's usually a camera. Yep, there's Mason waving. Hang on. I'm trying to get the picture. Yeah, okay, not only do we have the camera that I'm shooting from on the computer, but we're also got a video camera and a lampshade over here. We got dual camera setup, so I am proud to move over now to Mason's cooking show. All right. So,
Am I on now? You should be on. Isn't there a red light on the camera that's supposed to be there?
no, you're totally
Oh,
live.
hey guys. You caught me in the middle of preparing. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm just going to say that I'm scooping out some milk. But if y'all remember, Kyle gave you a list of ingredients earlier that you're going to need for this project. So, quickly, if you're on your phone, go into your kitchen and collect these items. You will need some all-purpose flour, some regular granulated sugar, plain old sugar, unsweetened cocoa powder. If you don't have cocoa powder, that's okay. This works without cocoa powder. You're gonna need some baking powder, salt, milk, and like a vegetable oil or butter works as well, melted butter, and vanilla extract, and chocolate chips. These are some pretty common things that you're gonna find in the kitchen. I'm sure most of you have them. So go find them. I'm gonna count to 15 and you have 15 seconds to find all these things. Is that not enough time?
Why don't you tell them a joke first, and I'm gonna get the picture up here.
A joke. I never was very funny. Hannah, do you have any jokes?
Dun-dun-shh.
Woo!
Yeah!
Look one up.
Hey, did you
Oh,
know
here we go.
that birthdays are good for your health? The more you
But,
have, the longer you live.
Oh, jeez. I remember that one time that we went go-karting?
Dude, that was so cool.
That was
Remember
so
that
cool.
second time when we went go-karting?
Yes.
Dad was there.
That was awesome. And your dad kicked our butts? He kicked my butt.
He kicked your butt.
Yes.
And then people kept spinning out and we kind of went.
Yeah, somebody almost died that time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you almost rolled that car.
I don't even know how you do that.
I don't know how either.
Okay, you have your ingredients yet? If so, say yes very loud in your house. I will not be able to hear you. If your parents are sleeping, they will judge
Just do
you.
it anyways.
I'm gonna start now. You're gonna need a coffee mug. I should have said that too. I assume everybody has a coffee mug, preferably one that says microwave safe on the bottom. Otherwise, it might explode, but it'll probably be okay. So you're gonna take in your coffee mug your dry ingredients. You're going to start with 3 tablespoons. That's the big one of all-purpose flour. That's this guy. 3 scoops of this stuff. I've already got it scooped up right here because I prepare for things because I'm smart, even though I'm not really. And you're gonna just dump that in your cup.
I had the ingredients card up, so I don't know if they saw what you're doing. Did you say what it was?
I said what I was doing, but I will
Okay.
repeat what I just said and did.
We're pros here.
We're very professional. This is new equipment. This is kind of also, if we're being totally honest, a beta test for new equipment for other things that we're doing in our church. Coffee mug. You can see this. This is a coffee mug. It's got a British flag on it. It's pink. It's adorable, right? It's probably jeans. You're going to put your flour in this cup. Got it? 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour in that cup. Ooh, I should also say you might want a utensil for stirring. I have a plastic fork. You can use a regular fork, but it'll scrape it. It'll hurt your teeth, and I'm already, like, my bones are just thinking about the sound. Next, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. I won't judge you if you put a little bit of extra sugar in there. I like sugar, but don't put in too much because it'll ruin it. Next is your cocoa powder. If you don't have cocoa powder, that's okay. You need 1 tablespoon of this stuff, and if you don't have any, put extra chocolate chips in it when we get to that point. And if you don't have chocolate chips, then this is just going to be really plain. Got it? Good. Cocoa powder in. Beautiful, delicious, fantastic. I was going to do this in a French accent, but then I forgot that I was doing this in a French accent, and now here I am not doing this in a French accent. So I can start to do it in a French accent, but that might be kind of weird. So let us know in the chat if I should do this in a French accent. And if somebody says yes, then Aaron will tell me if they say yes, and then I'll start doing it in a French accent.
No one said yes yet, but I have just now.
Aaron says yes, but he doesn't count because he's Aaron. Next,
Because he's Aaron.
you need some baking powder. Not to be confused with baking soda. They are different things. Baking powder. You need 1/4 teaspoon. That's this itty bitty little baby thing right here. It's the little one, 1/4 of the little one. You need 1/4 of baking powder. Baking powder is the one that kind of looks like flour. Baking soda looks more like sugary, kind of. But also, it's like powder, it's weird. But a little bit of that in there. Delicious. It's not delicious. Please don't eat baking powder straight up. You will not like it. Has anybody said I should speak in a French accent yet?
Nobody yet.
Am I getting sound through? Can you hear me? Okay, good. You want a French accent or not? Or are you too busy keeping up because I'm so fast because I'm Master Chef? Master Chef. Gordon Ramsay says I'm better than he is. He didn't say that. I've never met Gordon Ramsay in my life. Salt. You need a dash of salt. I know that's not a real measurement, but it actually is. A dash is less than a 16th of a
James
teaspoon.
Creel says yes.
Okay, here we go. French accent. You need a dash of salt in your cup. Oui, oui. Bonjour, bonjour. I from Tower baguette croissant. Okay. Le lait. Milk. Je ne sais 3 tablespoons. You need 3 tablespoons of milk. Got it? Wait. Don't yet. Don't. Hang on. First, because I'm an idiot and I messed this up earlier when I was doing a practice one. Made a mess. Mix together your dry ingredients with your fork or your whisk or your whatever you have. Fingers, your friend's fingers, maybe like a severed human toe if you got that laying around.
Not sanitary.
Not sanitary, wouldn't recommend. You're right. Wash it first. Now, your dry ingredients are all mixed together. It should look pretty like powdery and chocolatey and like a bunch of Martian
No,
dust.
do it again.
Hey, Mason,
Do it up.
What?
There you go.
What?
two others have also said yes.
Oh, I forgot about my French accent already. Désolé, désolé. Milk. In the cup. Okay. Très bien. Okay. Oui. On a dû filthy pig-headed Americans say oil. 1 tablespoon of oil in your cake. Désolé pour me lait en mot, j'ai des tonnes amis. Je ne sais en baguette pourquoi je suis en pomme de terre. An eighth of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm sorry, I'm very unprofessional. My French accent is very sick. So I don't have an eighth of a teaspoon, but I have this quarter. I'm going to do half of the quarter, which is an eighth. It's only good at math, but I just did too much, but I'm going to put it in anyway because I like to use vanilla. Put your lid back on or you'll feel like an idiot, like I did many times because I'm an idiot. Je suis un idiot. Chocolate chips. Put it in your cup. Très bien. Magnifique. Stir it up with your fork. Make it look nice and beautiful. Bon appetit. Very sweet. Beautiful. Make sure you get all your powder incorporated with the liquids. I'm getting a text message or something. My phone just went dans the microwave. You need to make sure to dig in the bottom because there's powders in the bottom that need to be dug up in mixed with the liquids so that it is good and not bad. Oh, my phone is dying now. Great. So needy. What do you want? How are you doing today, audience? Doing well? Getting tired yet? Bedtime? How are you, Hannah?
I'm okay, thank you.
Hannah is sitting behind the camera, just acknowledging my stupidity. Okay.
Might have to make it crumbs.
Now, you can use it if you want. You don't have to, but it's delicious. Okay. Now you go to your microwave oven. Très bien. You open the microwave oven.
Very good.
Oui. Très bien. You close the microwave oven. You turn on your microwave oven to cook this for 90 seconds.
Or 2 minutes.
No,
90 seconds, 2 minutes, isn't it?
Nope.
Yes, huh? A minute and a half.
Oui.
What?
90 seconds or 1.5 minutes, it would be for you Americans. And then while you cook, it kind of puff up and it kind of almost come to spill over the edge sometimes, maybe not. It's okay if it does, it's okay if it doesn't. It's gonna get a little poofy, it's gonna be very moist and delicious. Has anybody requested that I stop the French accent in the chat yet? No. No? Okay. Oh, Jane's leaving. Bye, Jane. Au revoir. Au revoir. It is still cooking. I'm impatient. I have this rubber band. 30 seconds. Sacre bleu. Oui. It's cooking. Yours is probably cooking too. I need to do something entertaining. What can I do? What can I do? Yeah. It takes forever.
I was just gonna
There's
put-
milk in that one. Jeez. As long as I don't get it on the carpet, it's Gino. Yes! Oui! Oh là là! Très bien! Magnifique! Fantastique! Cake! It will look like this. What? Oh, up. Cake!
Oh, that looks good. I want some.
So you can have some. Here you go.
Wait, let me taste it.
Now Hannah will taste test because I've eaten 2 of these already. And I'm gonna get fat. Here, it's hot.
Yeah. Wait, is it just cake or?
It's just cake. Just chocolate cake. Or vanilla cake with chocolate chips if you don't have cocoa
That's
powder.
hot. Don't zoom in.
Zoom in.
Well, it's cutting off your head because you're standing too close. So I
Oh,
can back
yeah,
down.
Hannah.
It's good.
It's good. All right.
And now, optional portion, you eat chocolate chips. Because cake isn't enough, so you need just straight up chocolate in your body.
All right.
Alright, I think we're
Did
gonna
you
go
try
back to Kyle
yours?
now. That was delicious. I can see my son over there. Kyle, you can cut me off whenever you're ready.
All right.
Hey, the countdown has started. Check this out. I got a new trick for you guys. This is my buddy Christian.
Hey, y'all.
All right, Christian, here's the deal. I want you to do me a favor. Just name any card you want in the entire deck. Whatever one you want.
7 of hearts.
7 of hearts. Cool. Here we go. Here's what I'm going to do just so that we know that that card is yours. I'm going to find it first. Right there, 7 of hearts. That is yours. And I'm going to give you this card. Do me a favor, Christian. I want you to write your name on that card real big so that we can all see it. Alright, Christian, very good. 7 of hearts, Christian, with your name on it. Do you know what you just did, Christian?
I signed my card.
You did. You ruined my deck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you made this card unique. The card like it in the world, right? Have you ever written on a 7 of hearts?
I have
before?
not written.
No, that'd be weird if you did.
Yes, that would
But here we go. Watch. We'll take your card, nice and slow, and we'll put it in the middle of the deck. If I throw it just like that, it jumps on top. Here we go. We'll do it again. Take your card, Christian. Right there in the middle. If I let air into the deck, it'll jump up. Here, watch. I'll actually put a nice little fold in it, right? So you can see it right there. Here we go. Your card. Here you go. Hold on to that for me. Half the deck. Now, half the deck. Here. We'll put this right there. Tell me when to stop, Christian. Stop. Put it back. Half the deck. Just like that. Oh wait, hold on. With half the deck, I forgot we had to snap. When I snap, it changes. Here, hold your hand out flat for me. Here you go. Hold on to that. Just like that. Put it in your hand and snap. And it jumps up. Here we go. We use the whole deck again. Now, Christian, have you ever seen a magician do anything before?
Not
well, there's a couple of things that you gotta know. There's things that we do. There's sleight of hand. So we do tricky stuff with our hands, right? And then there's misdirection. Try to get you to look away. I didn't do anything then, I promise. And then there's something a little different, a little weird. I'm gonna try to get your card to the top with my mouth. That's not your card. That's not. Here we go. Your card to the top with my mouth. Nope.
No. No, that better not have any on it.
There you go. Souvenir for you, Christian.
I'm so scared.
All right, guys. Hey, that's all. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. We'll see you later.
That's awesome, huh?
All right. So wanted to re-show that video because I know it was pretty laggy, and some of you guys just had to see that crazy thing happen when it came out of his mouth. It was just like, oh my gosh, no way. Just craziness. So hope you enjoyed that. And now we're actually right on schedule for where we're supposed to be for the night. And we are going to jump into the sequel to the game Dead Cat. For those of you who tuned in on the Thursday afternoon game gathering when we played this once, we did not do so hot, and we may not do any better tonight. Dead Cat is a game of a fictional story where we have a cat that we have to take care of, and we have a lot of weird, crazy scenarios. And I want us to win, and I can't cheat, but I'm just going to tell you, because there's no second lives in this one. It's like when the cat's dead, it's dead. All the choices aren't going to make sense. The most random things. So just like be prepared for the craziest thing you can imagine. So tonight, each round, we want you guys to throw out your option on what you think we should do with our kitty friend, and we'll follow the advice of the majority in the chat to follow the story along, and we'll see how long our kitty friend makes it. So with that being said, let's meet our kitty, okay? Here we go.
Well, hello there. I don't know if you remember me or not, but you watched a cat for me one time. You did such a great job. I was wondering if you would maybe, watch another one for me. You would? Well, that's great news. Just remember, owning a cat is a big responsibility. You have to feed it, you have to bathe it, but above all, you have to keep it alive. Welcome to the world of Dead Cat. Let me explain how this is going to work. Every round is a different question, and every question will determine the fate of your cat. You and your group are entirely in charge of the fate of your cat. Some of the choices that you make will be good for your cat, and some of the choices that you make will be not so good. I think you'll understand as we move along. Just remember, you need to keep your cat alive. Let's head to round one together. See you there.
All right. As I understand things, there's a significant lag here between where you guys are at and where I'm at. So I will be patient, and hopefully you guys will get all the information that you need, and you don't mind looking at me while I'm sitting here going, and when you've already probably given me an answer by the time it all meshes together. So yeah, let's have some fun with this.
Well, hey, you made it to round one. First things first, your cat needs a name. What should you name your cat? Should you name your cat Meow Meow, Senor Gato, Cash Money Kitty, or Luke Skywhisker? Talk it over with the group and let me know what you decide.
All right, so many great names this time around. Like last time, everybody just picked Poop Nugget because like that one just stood out as the winner. But now there's a couple of great choices, and so I'll be really interested in figuring out what you guys want. Those choices are Meow Meow, Senor Gato, Cash Money Kitty, and Luke Skywhisker. Yeah, they're all pretty funny. I feel like I'm leaning towards Senor Gato. But, you know, whatever you guys want. Let's see what you guys pick here. Oh, looks like you guys are just getting the choices right now. In real time. Which is okay. All right, I got a Luke Skywhisker, a couple Cash Money Kitties, 3 if we count Mason, and a Senor Gato. All right, I'll give you guys a few more seconds, but I think we're going for Cash Money Kitty here. All right, Cash Money Kitty is...
Cash Money Kitty. That name speaks for itself.
All right, so here is the dealio. Cash Money Kitty is going on an adventure, one of cosmic proportions you've never believed possible before. Let's see what's going to happen.
Welcome to round two. You and your cat are getting along nice. One day, as you're petting your cat, you notice a strange object from its collar. You reach out, whatever this random object. When a beam of light shoots from the artifact and begins projecting a message on the wall, it says,
You have found the ancient known as the heart of the galaxy. You now wield the power of 1,000 suns, many powers, both good and evil, will attempt to take this relic by force. Protect the heart of the galaxy at all costs. If you would like to hear again, press 1.
Well, what should you do next? Should you go to the CIA? Tell your mom. Smash the relic with a hammer. Or attempt to return your cat to target. Talk it over with the group. Let me know what you decide.
Okay, my apologies. I think I double clicked on that, so like that's why we had some echo there. Like it was like it played it twice, but I think we mostly got it. If you guys couldn't pick it up, the plot is that our cat may actually be from another planet, and it has this ancient relic around its neck called the Heart of the Galaxy. and it has a power of millions of suns. Serious stuff here. What do? Do you take it to the government? Do you tell your mom about it? You just said destroy it? Or do you just get rid of the cat and return it to Target? I don't even know if you can get cats. Yeah, they don't sell pets. I don't think they sell goldfish anymore in stores. I don't know. So anyway, I want to hear what you guys think we should do with old Cash Money Kitty. Watching you guys watch this video for the first time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's glitching and echoing. I hope the next round is better. All right. I'm seeing people say we should take it to the CIA. You know, I'm glad you guys picked that option because I think it's right. It's way outside of our jurisdiction, but also I know for a fact that's like the only correct answer. Things would have gone south. We would have lost this whole game if you had picked any other option. So let's go ahead and continue on with the story here.
Chose to go to the CIA. That is great thinking. I'm sure they'll know what to do. Grab your cat and head to the next round.
All right. So Cash Money Kitty and us are going to go visit the CIA. We're going to try to get to the bottom of this crazy conspiracy theory. Let's see what round number 3 entails.
She exclaims, how should you escape? Light your cat on fire to trigger the sprinklers. Use your cat as nunchucks. Politely disagree and ask them to reconsider. Or remove a tooth from your cat and use the tooth to pick the lock. Talk it over with the group. Let me know what you decide.
Oof, glitchy again. Should have brought in my nice computer. That would have really done the trick tonight. But what are you gonna do? It's the last one for now. While you guys are waiting to make a decision, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know that this is the last time we're gonna have a Wednesday night online. I hope we can meet next school year in person, but at least for the rest of the next couple of months. But there is one game day that we're gonna do on the calendar that many of you guys are getting. It's online game day. We'll still have the YouTube channel, so we'll fire up the stream again and we'll play some Kahoots and you guys' other favorites. If you guys have some suggestions, you can let us know before then. but it'll be an hour or two of just online games, of course, with prizes. So make sure that you guys remember that day. And if you guys don't get a shirt, which I think Mason's trying to hook everybody up who is on the stream anyway with a shirt and calendar, we're going to be putting regular reminders about this stuff on social media so you can like save a copy to your phone and tell your friends about all the cool activities that we're going to be doing. So let's see. You guys are about to come up with some stuff here. Lighting that kitty cat on fire, making some kitty nunchucks, politely disagreeing with the mysterious person, or trying to pick the lock with your cat's claws. Some very interesting choices here. Very interesting choices indeed. And I'm not sure if you guys saw all the choices or not. It looks like it's frozen. Oof. Oof. This is bad, Mason.
What? What did I do?
Oh, it's just lagging up something crazy.
Oh. It's because I'm playing League of Legends over here.
Yeah, you can't see all the options. This is stinky, stinky poo-poo.
What? Movie stinky poo poo.
Alright.
I'm gonna die in this chair.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to fix this, and I have to say that I'm really quite sad about it, that it's not working. I want to apologize, but I have good news. Is that hopefully the event that I was just mentioning, online game day, we can save this for that day. All of a sudden it just showed up. It just showed up. We may not have to save it. There are the options. If you guys did not get the full gist of this, there's a lady who's not really part of the government and they've locked us in a room and we need to break our way out. Do you guys want to light Cash Money Kitty on fire to set out the fire extinguishers, turn him into a pair of kitty nunchucks, just say, no, I'd really rather leave, or break out by picking the lock? Ooh. Alright, I got one pick the lock. Zeke says, or Tate says, we should just politely disagree. All right. Well, we're going to see if we can politely disagree with the mysterious lady who may not actually be a real representative of the CIA.
Excuse me, you forgot to say please? Dead cat. Game over.
It's so stupid. It's so awful. Yeah. We died. We died. And so did Cash Money Kitty. I really don't get it, because this was totally an option. I'll show it to you anyway.
You chose to use your cat as a nunchuck. Chuck Norris said nothing on you. You turned your cat into a furry ball fury and escaped from the CIA. Great job. I'll see you around 4.
Oh, what's wrong with this game? Like, it's so weird, but also it's so glitchy. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get rid of that because I want to end on a strong note here. We're gonna try to see if the stream's gonna pick back up in quality, and we're gonna end with a couple of good things. We're just gonna talk for a few more minutes since we have a little bit of time to kill. If you did not get a shirt, Genesee, Jalen, we know we're getting you a set. It's getting a little late, so I'll probably deliver them tomorrow. But if there's somebody else out in the chat that's just been faithful, you didn't get a shirt and you'd like one, let me know. I want to give you guys one and a calendar. Speaking of that calendar, let's just talk about this. See, we love cats. Maybe. Here is our summer calendar. And can we just talk about a couple of these cool things? Now, one thing we know, we want to tell you guys, you need to make sure to follow us on the Insta and on the Snapchat because all this stuff is kind of subject to change. A couple of the activities are in some parks and places, and we're thinking we're going to be allowed there. But if, like, all of a sudden the COVID situation gets worse and we have to change that location, you're going to want to stay up to date. That's why actually the back of the cards have only small details about each event and may admit that we could change some of them, like the Bible study that happens at the Coffee Attic on Thursday afternoons. But let's just talk about a couple of these real quick. We're going to start off with the River Float Day. All right, first event. I'm on the wrong side of the paper right here. First Wednesday in June is an annual activity for us. We go floating down the river. It's a whole lot of fun. We start at the Iowa River Bridge, which is just past the E-Free Church. It's the place you see a lot of people launch in there. We'll get in the water and float together until we reach Reaver's Cove. We'll get out, we'll eat sack lunches, and after lunch, we get back in the water and we kind of float the rest of the way down to the Empress Boat Club, where we have you get picked up. That event usually takes 3 to 4 hours, so plan accordingly that you have a family member to pick you up. Also, you need to bring your own sack lunch just because we can't like have a picnic and have you guys all handling the same peanut butter and jelly bread supplies and stuff. Right now, there'll be other events this summer where we're going to provide a lunch and we're going to have food handlers passing stuff out, but this is a thing that you're just going to need to bring your own sack lunch, whatever you want to bring, and we'll have a floating cooler, so you don't have to worry about bring along, but bring your own tube and your own lunch. Then next week after that is Castle Wars. I'm really excited. It's the first time we're ever doing this. In our parking lot, we're going to be building all sorts of structures based off of big cardboard boxes. Going to decorate them and attack them, and there's going to be fun team competition. Lots of creativity and surprises for fun time there. There's online game day, which I've already kind of explained is going to be like a return to a Thursday afternoon game time only. We're going to do several games and just have some fun together again. We've got a barbecue lunch the last Wednesday in June. That is going to be fun. We had a bunch of hamburgers and hot dogs and barbecue that we were going to serve during a fundraiser, but we can't. So we put them in the freezer, and now we're going to just give them away for a free lunch from like 11 to 1 o'clock. Anybody who wants to hang out, just listen to some music and get a free lunch, we'll serve it to you that afternoon. Then we get to July, and we're going to bring out some classic stuff like 9 Square. We're hoping it's in a park. It may be in our parking lot. We just have to wait and see. But 9 Square and popsicles, who can argue? There's going to be a downtown scavenger hunt like we've done before. That's always fun. You and your friends run around, take some pictures that we ask for, and you could win a prize. There's a new one after that we're hoping works out. They call it the Lava Monster Challenge. Basically, the best way I can describe this is, remember the game that you'd play as a child where you couldn't touch the wood chips or the rubber like tire bits on the playground and you have to climb all over the equipment? Well, we're going to mix tag with that, and we're going to make it a challenge that I can't explain really right now, but you're going to be running around trying to either escape the lava monster, aka the person who's it, or trying to pick up gift cards, which we are going to be leaving lying around the castle park. Hopefully, Pineview is going to be open and let us do this late in the summer, but I'm really looking forward to the opportunity of this. So Lava Monster Challenge will be a fun day where you're going to be little parkour enthusiasts and try to get some free gift cards and stuff. Then the last one with details is the Amazing Race. Long story short, I'm going to be hiding in 3 different places in our town, and every 5 to 10 minutes that someone doesn't find me, I'm going to be posting a clue about where I am. The first person to figure out where I am and get there, whether it's by car, foot, moped, bicycle, hoverboard, whatever it is, who gets there is going to win some cash. And we're going to do that for a couple different places around town all afternoon, so that'll be fun. The last day, last Wednesday in July, we have just marked as a mystery event, surprise location, so you won't find any information on the back of it here. It's because we've got a couple of really fun ones planned, but we can't guarantee them until we get more information. So we're going to go out big. Just what it's going to look like, we can't say for sure until later. So get your hands on one of these. If you got a t-shirt or a prize tonight, you should have one. Put it on your wall, on your refrigerator, so you don't lose it. If anybody's watching a recording of this and they're like, I need one of these, you can download a copy of just the picture, or you can get one of these cardstock posters from our church when we have services, hopefully, Lord willing, starting again in June. They'll be on the information table. So you can get one of those. All right. Well, it has been evening, folks. I got to tell you, I am not only surprised that things have gone over well this long, that like the channel just hasn't crashed after nearly 3 hours, but also that we stuck to the schedule. I had to do a little more talking. There was a little lag at points in time, but right now I'm going to move over to a little sneak peek for next year. Each year, you guys should know that we have a theme. A couple years back, we did the theme, don't just be hearers, but be doers of God's Word, where we looked at the book of James and realized that we want God's Word to transform our life, not just go in one ear and out the other. So we did that. Don't just be hearers, and you guys say, be doers. This year, we did the Romans 12:2 verse, which is don't just conform, transform. So I would say, don't conform. You guys would say, transform. Well, we love those little catchphrases and focuses for the year. And so next year is one of my favorite verses from the Bible. It's kind of like a life verse for me. It's John 10:10, which says that God comes and gives life and gives it to the full. And the book of Proverbs also talks about that kind of life that's only available through God. And so for those faithful who want to know, or anybody who's watching this, next year our theme is going to be whoever finds God finds life. So anytime you guys hear me say whoever finds God, and you guys say finds life, and that's what it's going to be. So you're going to be seeing this picture a lot. And it's going to come into focus. We're already planning everything for next year, not just the events. I mean, like the lessons. We're going to talk about all the kinds of needs that we have in life that we need God to like bring us something new. I mean, in all areas. There's going to be talking about like just the fight of sickness and poverty in our world, but we're also going to be talking about mental and social and relational needs that we have to really have life and life to the full that only God can provide. And so it's going to be another great year for us to grow, and we're looking forward to it. So John 10:10, go check it out. And I'm going to hand things off one more time to my friend David Wood, who's going to show you guys one more trick, this time with an awesome positive message. And then we're going to share one final little surprise for you as we sign off. So, with that said, here we go.
you have been on this earth for more than a day, you have probably realized that sometimes this life hurts. We get bent, we get broken in ways that we just were not expecting. I wanted to take a second and encourage you guys with something in a way that it might be a little strange. It's with this deck of cards. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'll shuffle this up real quick, just a second. And then, Christian, I'm going to have you just tell me to stop whenever you'd like.
Stop.
Okay, right there. All right, let's take a look at this. What this card is? We got the 3 of spades. Chad, would you actually mind coming in and helping me? This card is going to represent mankind. So we do me a favor, just write man on the face of that card for me, real big, so the camera can see. Perfect. Thank you. All right, so like I said, this card is going to represent man. All right, here we go. And sometimes, like I said, life can feel like we are broken, just bent and broken in ways that we weren't expecting, and we can feel shattered in our lives. But the best part about this is that we have a Savior. He's the King of Kings, and He is love. And if we, in all of our brokenness, came on Christ and leaned on Him, He has an amazing ability to make us whole. Not only does He make us whole, but He actually took all of that brokenness, all of that shatteredness on Himself in order to make us whole and complete.
So here we are. It's been a long road. Not just tonight, but the whole year. It's time to say goodbye. So, we're going to put you all little hooligans to sleep now with a goodnight story called Goodnight Youth. You may know Goodnight Moon, but I guarantee you've never heard this story. At the church on Wednesday nights, there was a leader who saw many sights, like yelling rowdy teenage bros, recording silly videos, and a middle schooler throwing a ball, and a mysterious hole in the drywall. Girls' small group sharing drama, and also someone's angry mama. Perhaps a volunteer losing their hair from a youth standing on a chair, and a group of teens playing Mario Kart. The leader's lesson interrupted by a fart. We hope we get to see you soon. It's not the same without you in this room. Now it's time for us to shut off the lights. It's time for us to say goodnight. Goodnight, Mario Karts. Goodnight, smelly farts. Goodnight, lost hair. Goodnight, chairs. Goodnight, girl drama and angry mamas. Goodnight, balls. Goodnight, holes in wall. Goodnight, rowdy bros. Good night, silly videos. Good night, strange sights. Good night, Wednesday night.